Clockwork.
All right, guys. We're finally here.
We're back.
New team versus Lemondogs.
Just waiting for picks now. I'm down to just go professional again.
I'm waiting for the alt enter.
Yeah, let's just go.
I'm reading Twitch chat at the same time.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Play some Dota. Why is Blitz Dota saying heart?
Yeah, what?
I don't know. That's not me. It's either my sister or my girlfriend, and I can't respond because
Is your
one of
sister
them would
on your account?
I don't know. My passwords are pretty obvious. I don't change them enough.
Storm Spirit XD.
I think it's my girlfriend. All right. Let's go. The game has started.
And away we go. Finally, we're here. Lemondogs versus new team, game number 2. Lemondogs haven't even left the base yet, but they're going to go for a 5-man smoke.
Yeah.
Apparently, they've taken this very long pause to create a tactical play.
Yeah. Sorry again for the pause, guys. Just one of the players had an issue, but we're right back into it. Sorry if any of the pause talk made you feel uncomfortable. That was not the intention. And I was peer pressured, but as the game goes on, they're going to lead with Steph style up here. They might actually run into the Lina if he's not careful. Yeah, it's going to break at the same time. He's actually going to be locked down.
Yep, he is easily going to be taken out. First blood goes to Steph style.
That is what you want to see if you're playing a Visage.
Yep, the 4-position Visage already to a great start. He can go boots right away.
30 seconds to
Oh, he's actually going to... You need to do this when you're playing against a Chen. Like, the smoke isn't even really for anything other than trying to get some vision down and to block out the Chen's wards. And this is actually a really good ward, the one that you see right here, because it's really unlikely to be dewarded, just because it's just going to be a spot that he's not naturally going to look for. If anything, he's going to deward the one on the right. So Godblack is in a bit of a conundrum right now. He has to know that the wards went down, though, right?
Yeah. Wind Ranger picks up the Banner Rune at the top lane. How's this 1v1 matchup go?
I think the Wind Ranger does fine, and so does the Lina.
Yeah.
The Lina might do a little bit better because she has 2 nukes to work with, but you've got Wind Runs, so a lot of the damage from the Fiery Soul can get negated, but you're going to have to use more mana as a result. Like, if you notice, he already has a level in it. But the kill potential is a lot higher, I think, for the Lina overall.
Right. Disruptor, just here to do a bit of early harassment against Undershock, though he's not really missing any CS. In fact, manages to get its CS and double hit with that Dragon Slave.
Who's their player?
And to deny. Jesus, Undershock. I think he's just mad. Just mad he got first blood ganked.
Who's their player that DC'd? It was Yoku, actually. That's pretty significant, too.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of their stars, for sure.
So we've got Akashi now playing the Phantom Lancer. An off-lane Clockwork versus a Gyrocopter and a Visage. Gonna be a bit of a dangerous lane, but he should always be able to conk to defend himself.
Is there any point in actually going back to the next creep wave behind and cogging?
No, I don't think so. I think you just ride the wave at this point, but you can't do it against a tri-lane. That's the dangerous thing. Against a tri-lane, well, he's still going to try it. Cogs managed to push back Crilly. That actually is going to save him. Steedoy, he's going to get away. A couple more right clicks. It's not quite enough damage. It's 12 HP is what he lives with.
Oh, that was... I actually thought for sure he was dead when they got the sandwich off on him.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
during that time,
they get the Wind Ranger in return. Go Black manages to pull out the gank. But yeah, I think when you go for the Cogs block, you just have to, especially against Gyrocopter, you just ride the wave, is kind of the way I describe it. You've got this double wave that's grouped up, you've got a third wave that's coming in. You just stay with the creeps as much as possible, right? They can't actually fight you because you've got so many creeps that they're going to aggro onto them if they try and right-click you that it's well worth it. But against a tri-lane, it's really dangerous because they can just still overwhelm you in a certain way. Like, the example being, like, he just got those 2 supports almost finished him off by themselves. They really didn't have any damage from the Gyrocopter at all because he got Cogs pushbacked.
yeah, okay, that makes sense to me.
So if it's against a dual lane, though, 100%, you just always push forward with it.
Okay.
Once it bounces off the tower, though, then you go for another Cogs block, which is exactly what Cito is going to go for now.
That's so informative.
And then you just keep on doing it, right? It's just a rinse and repeat pattern. The only thing that stops it is when you go for the Cogs push, the support should always look to pull at the same time.
And that's what they're going for right now?
Yeah. So what happens is only a half wave goes into the tower, and that other wave. So the creep equilibrium is essentially canceled out, and it's going to push into the tower rather than sitting. There's not going to be any period of time where it sits in front of Clockwork's tower.
This mid lane, though, with that gank, it helps the Lina out so much, especially since it happened after the First Blood when she dies.
Right.
That means that the First Blood doesn't really affect anybody but the Visage, really. It doesn't really hurt the Lina, and it doesn't really help the Wind Ranger at that point. And you're seeing that reflected right now is even with the net worth or the CS lead that the Wind Ranger holds, the Lina still has the net worth lead. That matters a lot more.
Yeah. Ares Loco went for the Soul Ring first build on our Earthshaker. So he's got the Soul Ring with the wave that is pushing in. He might actually be able to finish up in the side shop once it bounces off the tower and pushes forward.
It's probably in response to the fact that you've got a Phantom Lancer who you just want to spam out,
yeah,
and who can't really get on top of you like a Gyrocopter necessarily can.
Yeah, I think with the Chen, like because you're facing a dual lane, you can go for that greedier option, whereas if you're facing a true defensive tri-lane, you'd probably have to go like the early Boots Force build, just to stay ahead of the slow of PL.
Dazzle itself isn't a very good support at dealing with certain heroes, and he's not really going to be able to properly zone out a hero like Earthshaker, who's keeping up in levels with the Clockwork. Although this is, like you said, it's a tri-lane that they're devoting to the Clockwork versus the dual lane right now, so this Chen is actually the true winner in all of this. Or he should be anyways.
Yeah. Freakolite is, he's spending a lot of time stacking. He's got the hard camp stacked up, what is that, 1, 2, 3? 3 different times. It might actually be a 4 stack. I think I miscounted.
It's all good.
Wind Ranger doesn't really clear through those kind of stacks, though, as quickly as other mids, right?
Yeah, you can just use a few heroes to come over, though.
And no! He tried to outrun the Dragon Slave Undershock, judged that damage and that range perfectly.
You never see that, or you don't see that very often, where you just get ulted in Dragon Slave. Like, oftentimes it's the stun that sets it up to guarantee that the ulti pays off. But that's just a really good play by Undershock.
He had bottle hits and Magic Stick.
Yeah, there's no way he anticipated that.
Yeah.
Like, he probably is like, if I don't get stunned, I'm fine in this lane. But Undershock's like, nope. What a move.
Ares Loco, push back. PL. Just spams away, man. He's going to have a Ring of Achilles soon. Go Black is level 4 by...
at bottom.
He's not having a very good lane. Clockwork goes down. Oh, yeah, the call down. Picked up by the Gyrocopter.
That's the counter to the Cogs.
Yeah.
You just throw it behind the call down.
What is... I mean, Go Black ganked up mid once. Has he been roaming that much? I feel like he's farther behind in jungle farm than he should be.
I think he is, too. I kind of agree. They wanted to make the move around the tower, but I think they actually got spotted out, so they're asking the Phantom Lancer to push in the wave, which is why he's auto-attacking, and he might just leave his Ring of Aquila on so that they can go for this tier 1 tower.
Yeah.
No Fear is even going to eat the Tango. And he's got his Ring of Aquila on, he's just autoing the waves, trying to push things forward. Now you're seeing the wraparound. They're potentially looking for the Earthshaker, but he game sensed this a while ago.
Remember when everyone was talking about the new Mud Golems with Chen?
Yeah.
How you dive behind the tower, it'd throw a golem, and then it'd die underneath the tower, and then you'd have 2 more golems to throw those shards out. As much talk as that got, never seen it happen.
It looks cool in theory, but it doesn't actually ever pay off that much. The cool thing about it is, if you're Doom and you eat a Mud Golem, and you die, you turn into 2 little Mud Golems. And I've gotten a kill before because of that. Like, that part kind of owns. You turn into 2 little Doomlings that have 100 damage nukes.
It's pretty good. Freakolite's gonna join the Earthshaker up here now to help deal with the potential aggression of the 2 supports. E-Skills is level 6 compared to our Lena's level 8, and he's got to be careful. Wow, Lena has so much gold. Is he just deciding what to go for, or is... I mean, I just figured, like, you're going to go Yule Scepter naturally, but... Is there another item build he can go for? I've seen Bloodstone first on Lena before.
Bloodstone first on Lena is okay, but I think you still go for the Yule Scepter just because it's just an effective item to help you out. You could go for something really weird like Shadow Blade, but I just think the Yule Scepter is kind of unmatched in its ability to completely freeze out the mid lane.
Yeah, and it's a really good way to lock down the Wind Ranger. Like, if she's running away with Wind Run,
yeah, you don't
Yule
really
Scepter,
care.
Light Strike Array, by the time that the stun combo is done, the Wind Run's gone.
I actually really like for him to go for that.
Oh, TP in. They're going to fight this one. Phantom Lancer may be caught. He's going to try and doppelganger over the cliff. Nice setup. Oh, but he actually got pushed back down, and he gets hit by the call down as well. That was just unlucky. Still, though, Go Black. Oh, he's going to be run down as well. Krilly's going to be able to pick up that additional kill. The wrap around here, Clockwork, Seedoy. He's level 5 with the Haste Rune, but these 3 from Lemondogs are still plenty healthy, so we can't go for that kill.
Again, this is the strength of having a Gyrocopter versus a hero like Phantom Lancer, and why you see the Gyrocopter so valued. It's because Gyrocopter is one of those one-position carries that A, gives you lane dominance, and B, can just pressure the enemy safe laner by himself. And on top of that, you can keep up in mid-game net worth to heroes like Phantom Lancer or Anti-Mage, because you can go for things like the Ancient so much easier than those heroes can.
Right.
And you're naturally going to build tanky and for move speed. So the Rocket Barrage is almost useful at every phase of the game, as is the Call Down. Like, there's no skill that really matches either of those.
And you free up the space for your 4 position to start getting ahead, thanks to the fact he's got that open lane. You could see that in the Visage now, who has the very early Familiars up, and was pressuring that tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. It's already down to half HP.
Yeah, and Krilly's actually going to be the one to finish off this wave. You were wondering if it was going to be the Lina, but no, it's actually going to be the Gyrocopter that they devote this to.
Okay. Okay, that actually makes so much sense when they're going to dedicate room to the Visage at the bottom lane.
Oh yeah, he needs somewhere to farm. And the jungle's a little bit unsafe at this phase of the game.
Right.
And it looks like new team are actually trying to get aggressive themselves. The shining spot for them is the fact that their Lina has unbelievable net worth at 10 minutes in the game.
Completed Yules. Rocket comes into the middle lane. See if she can get that Yule's Scepter.
That's a bracer on E-skill. I like that. This is for him to be able to survive the combo no matter what.
Radiant structures are fortified.
You're never going to build drums though, right?
No.
This is just going to be a little bit of value bracer. And that's it.
You could, but I don't think I've seen that in quite some time. Because it doesn't benefit you. The attack speed or move speed or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you run so fast with phase boots plus wind run anyways. Like, the item is a little bit counterintuitive.
Helmet Dominator is being built on Krilly. Call down goes out. They just want to actually secure this tower. Oh, never mind. Glimpse back. Yule's Scepter is going to be able to dodge all this damage, plus the Shackle Shot. They've thrown a lot to be able to commit to Undershock and haven't quite got him. Steph style. He's going to go down in return. Go Black chases away the rest of these heroes. Krilly actually turns a fight. Undershock. Oh, nice. Shallow Grave actually saves him. Maybe he'll still die. Laguna Blade goes out. Heal, and Undershock is good. He stays ahead of the Familiars.
That was a really good play by
Go for the tower. Pew! No, they're down to 10 damage. There's no way.
That was just smart by Undershock to wait. Like, he dodges the first call down tick. If the Disruptor wanted to kill him, he had to get him before that point. So
yeah.
He guarantees him getting hit by one of the Gyrocopter call down hits. And more importantly than that, because of that, the Lina Shackle missed at the same time as he Yules himself. So they were able to get the full turnaround potential there. Like, that's probably not a dead Krilly if they're able to pop him before that point. But they lose so much as a result. Like, the Phantom Lancer was pushing bottom the entire time, and he just got a tower, and he got the kill on the Visage. And more importantly than that, you saw a lot of gold go on the Lina. Sorry, I just hit the enter key by accident.
Akashi has Boots of Travel. Do you agree with this choice? There seems to be a lot of team fight on Lemondogs. They're willing to group up early. Do you think that gives more incentive to the Boots of Travel, or more incentive to early fighting builds?
No, I think you still kind of build similar no matter what.
Okay.
The Boots of Travel allows you to just kind of climb like crazy in net worth.
Yeah.
Like, you're pretty much unparalleled in that sense when... Because how many heroes actually go for it as like their first item? Like, sometimes you'll see, for example, an Ember do it, like in the very rarest of games.
Yeah.
Or I guess it's Tinker. But for the most part,
yeah,
you're just going to farm.
Honey Morphling.
Honey Morphling. The Fnatic Morphling. I remember that.
Do you think that, I guess a lot of times I'm trying to figure out in what situations PL builds what items. Do you think a lot of it just comes down to the individual players' kind of play style and how they want to...
Oh, for sure.
How they prefer to go with the PL? Because I see so many varying builds. Like, they're all kind of the same items, it's just different timings. Like, I've seen plenty of treads on PLs.
I think it's both player and what they feel like the game is going to be like.
Okay.
Like. If they absolutely feel like they can't afford the travels, then you'll see them often skip it, and this is going to be a dead disruptor.
Yeah, he doesn't have his level 6, so he can't stop this combination. E-Skill comes in a bit late. They manage to get a stun on him. Can they get the ensnare as well? Not quite yet. Krilly is bouncing in from the side. Fisher actually misses everyone, but blocks everyone out at the same time. Seedoy goes straight for Steph Style. He's going to be potentially blown up by the familiars. Seedoy getting out. No, he doesn't quite get there. Echo Slam gets laid out. Eric is loco. He actually managed to do so much to Akashi, but the Shellgrave saved him, and Lemondogs lose 4. Akashi gets sent back to the base, and it's only the Wind Ranger who survived through that engagement.
That's just the power of the Dazzle and the Chen early game. Like, that double heal and that Grave pretty much kept everybody alive. They were unable to really finish off anybody. You're going to see the power of the Phantom Lancer plus the Chen as he gets sent back and immediately travels back in. This is going to be such an early tier 1 tower taken by a team that was meant to play defensively against heroes like Gyrocopter, but you're just seeing everybody from new team kind of gathering up, willing to commit, and the Phantom Lancer, if he's got things to protect him, incredibly strong, just because he can kite forever and soak up so much of the attention, and you saw that right there with the Grave.
5-9, 14 minutes in, new team just winning a great engagement and jumping way ahead in net worth. I mean, they were actually already up by like 5k after that engagement, 7,500 plus a 5k experience lead. They do manage to rat out that top lane. Tier 1 tower falls there, thanks to the familiars.
You've got Item Alert, you've got the Dazzle who just picked up his medallion. So if they want, they could go for the Roshan really early. And with the type of heroes that they have, I actually think it's easier for them to go for it. The Earthshaker's nowhere near, for example, Blink Dagger. So maybe they even smoke up, look for another pick-off, and then force the Roshan, because they know that at that point, Lemondogs won't challenge them. And that is a drums completed on their Wind Ranger, which is pretty curious.
I was about to say, normally the build for Wind Ranger, which is usually Aghanim Scepter first, right?
Yeah,
it naturally tanks you up anyway, so I don't really see the incentive of going for this drums, but
that's I'm trying to. I guess it's good stats overall, but if you're gonna go for the point booster anyways, then you probably just be able to forgo the drums, because it's a pretty significant investment in your net worth. Like, almost half of that would equate to a drums or Aghanims for yourself, but this is what I was talking about. You go for the Roshan because you have the medallion, but I would have liked to see them go for the gank first, just because now that Lemondogs know that this is happening, they're going to contest this.
The familiars are down. There's Loco leading the way. Two-man Fisher. Oh, what a great call down with a shackle shot over the top. Cito is just going to get blown up. Nice Shallow Grave, though. Will buy him some time. Yeah, Blade Mail activated. Now the Chen heal goes out. It returns a lot of damage to Steph Style, but he does go down in the end. A lot of Lemondogs are actually quite low. New team sensing this. Well, there goes the Fisher. That was a great three-man stun for Eagle Elite. Going to be controlled here. And Akashi, he actually is going to commit for this one. Glimpse back on Undershock, but Akashi just charges forward. Go Black in some trouble here. Visage thrown up in the air. Oh, nice hit from Undershock. Ares Loco comes forward once again. Three-man Fisher again, but Akashi is still looking strong and has plenty of mana for another Lance. Looks like Ares Loco will be falling here as well. Enchant Totem, but a Dragon Slave finishes him off. Double kill godlike spree already for Undershock.
Yeah, Lemondogs, even with that fight, they really couldn't pop anybody immediately. The Clockwork does go down, but he's able to respawn quite quickly, just level 8 on him. Everybody filters in, and when it comes to net worth, now it's looking really bad, just because they challenged that fight. They weren't able to walk away with a lot of kills. The fight looked promising at first, but too much in the tank. Like, the amount of heals in the Grave, they almost have to kill the Dazzle first to make these fights okay. Because the level 2 Grave, I actually thought it was 4 for a second. Plus the Weave. Just don't have enough in the tank to fight.
9k apiece on the Lina and Phantom Lancer. Meanwhile, you've got 6k on both the Gyrocopter and Wind Ranger. Pretty big net worth difference. Quilly actually going to be picked off by Cito, it looks like. He's trying to put himself inside of the creeps, but the battery assault just keeps on plinking away. One right click. Cito, oh, we canceled that one. Oh, don't tell me Quilly's going to escape because of this. Cogs, oh, we can't get it. He gets Quilly gets away. And now Cito, he's going to be trapped inside these Cogs for a little bit longer. Shackle shot doesn't actually land, but it doesn't matter. Nukes are still enough.
What a miserable life. You were going to get me free kill.
He just had to complete the right click, and he would have gotten the kill and gotten out, most likely.
That's one of those, like, oh, that was miserable. Because first, you're an inch away from both abilities. Like, his cogs just miss.
Yeah.
And then he guesses wrong on the rocket, which I can't blame him for. That's pretty much just a guess at that point. But then, to add on top of that, he dies for it, too. Like, everything that could have gone wrong goes wrong there. It doesn't really matter is the question. You've almost got a full Bloodstone completed on the Lina. And the Diffusal Blade is up on the Phantom Lancer now.
When you're just ahead and this far as Alina, right, Bloodstone's a great option. Again, because of that pocket suicide, right? Because every one of your deaths is worth so much. When you're this far ahead, you want to limit those as much as possible.
Yeah. If you guys are wondering why he's doing this, just think about it like this. The Lina has a godlike spree, and that's one of the ways that they can come back. But if he can deny himself during that time period, like, think how hard it is to kill him in the first place when you've got to go through Grave and the Chen heal and the Dazzle heal.
Right.
When you have all three of those factors working and you have the pocket deny as well, you're never going to lose that godlike spree unless your team has just been dominated in a fight. And on top of that, who does he have to get it for? There's no Aghanims, or there's no BKB coming on Krilly or the Wind Ranger, and so you can just continue to go for the farm. Bloodstone is so good for pumping up your HP and just giving you farm.
And the team fight advantage, too, with Undershock's on the front lines. They're going to jump on Krilly here. He should be blown up pretty quickly. He managed to get outside of the Cogs. Still the Dragon Slide, plus that battery cell. Oh, Cito
again.
He misses out a second time on a big kill on the carry of Lemondogs. Still, though, they'll take control of this Tier 2 tower, and that's no question.
Yeah, they might even decide to keep going for it because they know that they're creating space for the Phantom Lancer at top. So what ends up happening is if anybody shows up at top, then the Phantom Lancer just TP's bottom, and they go for the siege here, which he's going to go for right now. Like, you're noticing that Steph style is going up top, but they're just using this as diversionary tactics.
Yeah, they don't have their Wind Ranger either. Send back? Okay, Phantom Lancer returns to that top lane thanks to the glimpse. Undershock, pick off on Krilly. Nice. Fisher once again. Now they're going to be able to get the silence on him. Undershock. He's going to lose his Aegis here. Send back. Shallow Grave. They're good. The combination of Shallow Grave and the send back from Shen. Very tough to beat.
He's just going to TP bottom. Or run bottom through that TP.
Tier 2 tower will go down to Akashi in the meantime.
What a fortuitous glimpse.
Call down gets laid out. Akashi clipped by that one, but it doesn't matter. Man, I had forgotten how annoying the Dazzle Chen combination was.
Yeah. A lot of the times the criticism there is that there's not enough burst damage with your lineup when you pick both supports like that. And you don't have enough offensive potential, but when your Lina did so well mid, and your Phantom Lancer is as farmed as he is, then it really pays off. Like, if the Lina and the Phantom Lancer weren't as farmed as they were, I could see this not working out as well.
Yeah.
But because their cores just have so much farm behind them, like, this Lina can be your initiator for you.
Right. And it's pretty important to get early aggressive heroes, right? To make up for the fact that your supports are lacking. Otherwise, you'll just get too passive. So offlaners like Clockwork are pretty valuable with combinations like this because you know they can, like, they just have to get level 6 and they can start going.
And they've got a lot of high ground potential too, with as farmed as their Phantom Lancer is, and they've got Chen creeps to work with. You've got Dazzle who can spam out the heals. Like, keeping your creep wave alive and keeping your teammates healthy is a really big deal. But I think the Earthshaker has a blink. I'm almost certain he does. Yeah. So that'll make a big difference.
Akashi. Efficient send back. Where is he going to head to? I'm actually a bit surprised with the efficiency of all this that he's going for that heart, but I suppose at the same time the heart will probably allow you to end the game faster when you're trying to push uphill.
Yeah, this actually is a really good build just for being able to siege. You get hit a few times, you just run back, you let your natural heart he'll do the work for you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't deal as much damage, but I don't think you need damage when you've got a Diffusal heart at 20 minutes. Like, your illusions are going to pretty much destroy everybody.
5-man smoke up from Lemondogs. They know the Aegis is down, so This is a good opportunity for them to force a fight, but
Radiant's mid
are they going to get anything? Undershock is the only person they could run into, and he's actually going to show himself this bottom lane.
Oh, this is bad. He doesn't have the Aegis either.
Can he get the, oh, they're just going to try and lock him down to make sure he doesn't get the Bloodstone Suicide, and he doesn't. That is a big kill for Krilly.
That's the comeback play right there. That's what I'm talking about, is if he's able to get it off.
Oh, man.
That would have been huge.
900 gold just for the gyrocopter. But that is, in total, over 2,000 gold swing.
That could have been something, if he is able to get the pocket deny there, that would have been massive. Like, they're able to deny, they can slow down the momentum of Lemondogs right there, and that effectively just makes you feel bad as a player. You're just like, oh, we committed that much to it and we still weren't able to get anything? That's terrible.
Blink Dagger Ferris Loco. We saw that reveal on the Lina. Set them up for the Beyond Godlike spree. And maybe that's going to be their way to defend base. It's probably another reason that the heart is so valuable for the PL here. He's got to survive through the burst damage of getting caught by an Echo Slam.
Yeah, this Chen just continuing to farm up. He's got his Guardian Greaves now too, so they can get pretty aggressive with this combination. And the Phantom Lancer just picks off the Disruptor.
Oh dear. Poor Disruptor, what are you doing?
Can't actually compete with that. There's actually no way to be able to survive that at that point as a support.
No.
He's got 2,500 net worth. You're not getting away from somebody's like 8 times your net worth.
BKB gyrocopter.
This is not even that great of a pickup for them because he needs damage to clear through the PL.
That BKB is not going to mean much with the Ags coming in for Undershock.
Oh, he's only 300 gold away.
Yeah, he just takes this tier 2 tower and they've got it.
Man, even with that fight, the fact that he's still this far ahead of everybody, like even the Phantom Lancer, he's not that far behind. The Wind Ranger's just gone full utility at this point.
Smoke up. It's a little awkward. Do you agree with the Guardian Greaves on Shen, or do you think you should have gone the Arcane Mech and then go for Ags a little bit faster?
The Guardian Greaves is pretty good to save when you know that they have a lot of burst damage.
Yeah.
Like the passive, the Guardian Aura is actually really good. The 15 armor that you get against heroes that naturally take long to kill you. Oh.
Poor Go Black.
Maybe they fight this though. They're coming in.
Yeah, they're going to start out with the weave. On to. Oh, is that a hook shot missed? It was.
No way to fight this anymore.
There's no sound effect, but. Oh, nice shackle shot. Maybe they could go for Akashi here. Lock him in, down. It doesn't matter. The heart, it's not going to be good enough. The control offered by that shackle shot in the follow-up. Maybe they can get a little bit more here. No fear. Gets out ahead of the drop from the familiars.
He doesn't survive when he gets Disruptor ulted, and he gets solo fissured like that.
Yeah.
Like, his team just kind of miscommunicated, I think, when they decided to go for that.
Now that means Solar Crest for the Visage. More buffs they can put on this gyrocopter.
My spirit echoes.
Wind Ranger, though, still has just no damage at all. This Drum's Force Staff build. I mean, Force Staff, a long time ago, was the item to pair with a Wind Ranger, but nowadays, not really seen that much.
Yeah, and the Phantom Lancer, he's going to be able to deal with the course pretty well. The Wind Ranger, like, she's got decent net worth, but a lot of it is devoted into items that she's not necessarily going to want, like you said.
Right.
Which is kind of the downside. But now that she has the Aghanims, things change. Like, she's actually been able to pick up a lot of high priority kills, as has Krilly, who got the spree at bottom, if you remember that, and he just got the one on the Phantom Lancer too.
Just leave, Freak Elite. Don't even try. E-skills. You're all alone here, my friend. Unless you somehow bait Akashi to go for you, then you've got backup, but that's not going to happen.
It's so hard for new team to go high ground. You've got so many wave clear.
Players here.
They are waiting out Roshan. Familiar is spotted out. Leave the Familiar alone. But now both teams know Roshan is up. The question is, can Lemondogs actually contest?
I don't think you can. You've had the most success just going for the high ground defense. Like, why do you actually have to wait? Like,
I mean, this time around you do have the Blink Dagger of Earthshaker.
yeah.
Where last time they didn't have that same kind of option when it came to contesting Roshan.
It's still really dangerous though. Like, you leave your base, you take a fight, you lose the fight, you've got no buybacks on a lot of your heroes. Like, both of your cores don't have buybacks.
Right. Okay.
If they have buybacks, maybe. But I don't even know if the Aegis scares you very much. Like, they killed the Phantom Lancer surprisingly quickly.
Yeah. I'm just concerned now there's so much more sieging power for new team than before.
You can clear it pretty quickly though, I think. I'd imagine they're okay-ish. Like, Curly's got a Demon Edge. He's almost got an MKB too. Alright, here we go.
29 minutes in, new team resuming their push uphill, which they stopped about 10 minutes ago. Starting at Akashi, got to be the first target here on line. Does have that Aegis as well as a heart. Fairly tanky person. He's got a Shallow Grave behind him, Chen heal, send back, Boots of Travel. Here, come forward, dishing out some damage. You Doppelganger's back.
Curly's getting really low.
Yeah, they're bringing him low enough where the Laguna Blade could come in and finish him off. So you got to be careful. Yeah, Kashi just is like single-handedly pushing them back with the occasional nuke of like a Dragon Slave. And they are bit by bit sieging down this tier 3 tower. Another Shackle Shot misses. Kashi, focus fired up, and that's costly. Oh, never mind, he does have the Aghanims on his skills. But still, Akashi's just not dropping below like 2/3 of his HP. And there goes the Gyrocopter. The Laguna Blade comes in under shock. The damage doesn't even hurt at all. He's still plenty healthy. No buyback on the Gyrocopter. There is a buyback on the Visage, though. Akashi's diving in deep, pushing the rest of Lemondogs back, while his team, well, they should be focusing on the racks at this point. Glimpse back. Akashi still going to be okay, though. Or maybe Shackle Shot. They don't have the ultimate out from Freakly. Or no, he does, but they're holding on to it. They know that he has the Aegis. He needs something more than just that. He skills targeted. Echo Slam gets laid out. Aris Loco went for the background, went for Undershock, but he's already been healed up significantly, and Undershock has to back in. He's going to be able to take out at least that Earthshaker. And they've already dropped the Disruptor ultimate as well. New team still sitting 5 and still sitting healthy as they take out the full lane of racks. Death Style going to be the target of Akashi, just keeps on moving forward. E-Skills targeted by Laguna Blade. It's already back up after the cooldown. They're diving into the fountain at this point in time. Akashi, slow your roll, my friend. He can tank it all up, but he can't be fighting underneath that fountain, so they'll back themselves up, go for the tier 3 at the middle lane, I can only presume. They keep on trying to go for this Phantom Lancer, but this time around the glimpse doesn't work. He doppelgangers out of that one. New team
Middle tower is under attack.
start chipping away at that next Rax. I mean, you just blew everything you had, and you still haven't taken away the Aegis of Akashi. He's now going to jump for Freakly. Quick and easy kill there. Lemondogs, meanwhile, we're actually trying to fight on the right-hand side, trying to take out the support behind Akashi because the man himself is just too big. He's reached Raidbot status, and now Steph Sal's going to be hit by the Light Strike Array. Laguna Blade's up as well. Krilly, get out of here. That pure damage nuke is going to come in. They just call it. They see they've been beaten down like 4 different times inside their own base. There is no stopping new team once they've reached this kind of net worth advantage.
It was just too much to have to deal with. Like, it actually was. The Phantom Lancer, once he had the Aegis and they were able to just cycle through spells, like the Lina ultimate came up for the second time around, and you can't even fight that. Like, it's just too difficult, so eventually they're just going to call it a day. There's actually no way that they can come back into that at that phase. Like, you're just getting beat in your base. Everybody has like full HP. They're just refreshing abilities on you, so good game as new team take it 2-0.
Yep, well played by new team. I can't say I'm too surprised. We're actually done for the night, guys, but we are going to be back tomorrow.